1826, exactly 200 years ago, Bengal at this time was not just a territory. It was a deep juncture in history where the ancient Nawab tradition was slowly disappearing into a new colonial regime. Today we will go back to Bengal in 1826. Who was in charge of this Bengal? Who was the ruler? How did people live? What did they depend on? And why was Bengal still important and famous to the whole world? In 1826, the political power of Bengal had completely passed into the hands of the British. At this time, Bengal was ruled by the British East India Company. Almost 70 years have passed since the Battle of Plassey. And during this long period, the company has gradually established its dominance in every level of Bengal's politics, economy and society. On paper, there was still the Nawab of Murshidabad. But in reality, they had no power left. The Nawab was only a nominal ruler. This article is about the rule of the East India Company on the Indian subcontinent from 1757 to 1858. For rule by the British Crown from 1858 to 1947, see British Raj. For the history of the East India Company until 1756, see East India Company. Company rule redirects here. For Rhodesia, see Company rule in Rhodesia. For the East Indies, see Company rule in the Dutch East Indies. Company rule in India, sometimes also Company Raj, from Hindi Raj, lit. Rule, was the rule of the British East India Company on the Indian subcontinent. This is variously taken to have commenced in 1757, after the Battle of Plassey, when the Nawab of Bengal Siraj ud Daula was defeated and replaced with Mir Jafar, who had the support of the East India Company, or in 1765, when the company was granted the Diwani, or the right to collect revenue, in Bengal and Bihar, or in 1773, when the company abolished local rule Nizamat in Bengal and established a capital in Calcutta, appointed its first Governor-General of Fort William, Warren Hastings, and became directly involved in governance.